Hey guys, it's your girl Lashes Tony XO. How are you guys doing today? So today's video is kind of exciting, especially if you're a fall palette lover like myself. I love me some warm tones. It's just my jam. So today I'm going to be comparing the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. This is limited edition at $49 against the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette, which is $14, and it's not limited edition from what I understand. So this one, again, $14. Here's the colors. I rave about this palette. I cannot express like how much I have a love for this palette. It's probably going to drive you guys insane by the time fall is over. You guys are probably going to hear me talk about this so much. You're going to be like, if she talks about that damn palette one more time, I'm going to unsubscribe to her channel because OMG. But that is my love for this palette, you guys. So $14 here. Let me see if I can show you better the shades. I'm going to swatch them, and also, fun fact, I am wearing the e.l.f. Retro Paradise on this lid on my left, and I'm actually wearing the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette on my right. But yeah, so this is drugstore on this side of the eye, and this is the $50 palette of Too Faced on this side of the eye. So let me know if you guys can tell the difference. Okay, so with the $14 palette, obviously there's not going to be a mirror with this one, and I've only found this on Target's website and e.l.f.'s website. I have not found it at all, Ulta at all. So that's where I found it. $14. I love this palette, you guys. Now the Too Faced does have a mirror, obviously, and the packaging is like you're getting what you pay for with Too Faced packaging. If you want a $50 palette, then I mean, the packaging is very adorable. As you see, it looks like a pumpkin pie. You have like the crust around the edges, and it says pumpkin, and this like cute marking, and it has spice right there. So it is a tin packaging, super cute, and obviously the e.l.f. palette is plastic, and the packaging obviously is not as cute as this packaging. But I'm trying to show you guys, if you're on a budget, or you know, maybe you already have tons of, I've heard somebody say like they have another palette from Too Faced that is like around $50. It's limited edition. I got it last year, and it's similar to this one. But like I said, you know, if you don't want to pay another $50 for this, but you want the same looks, this right here is so worth it. So again, I'm wearing the e.l.f. Retro Paradise on my left eye, and I'm wearing the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice on my right. So as you can see, you can basically get the same freaking look, but very affordable price here. So we are going to do comparison swatches. I thought I would do that for you guys. And I'm going to show you them side by side, and we're going to see like how many shimmers versus how many mattes and all that good stuff. But here are the palettes side by side. This has a little bit more purple tones to it. As you can see at the bottom here, it has a little bit more purple than this. This one right here, you know, you have this shade right here, which is purple, but I did find that in the e.l.f. palette, there is a color right here called Tropicana. So if I mix Tropicana with sea salt, I get a very similar color as in the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice Palette, which is the color Want a Piece of Me, and I'll show you that color as well. So this one is Want a Piece of Me from the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice, and this is the one that I combined from the e.l.f. palette. So I combined the sea salt and the Tropicana. So as you can see, you can get very similar looks using those two colors in the e.l.f. compared to the Pumpkin Spice palette. I've noticed that a lot. Like, if you want a lot of the same similar shimmers in the Pumpkin Spice palette, I noticed that if I mix the sea salt shimmer in here, which is basically just a very like shimmery color, I noticed that if I mix that with any of these shades, you pretty much can get the same look as the Pumpkin Spice palette. So I did want to mention that. So 12 mattes and 6 shimmers. Alright, so let's see how many we have in the Pumpkin Spice palette. So we have 12 mattes, again, in the Pumpkin Spice palette. Again, 6 shimmers, just like we do in the e.l.f. palette, that we do in the Pumpkin Spice palette. So a lot of the same things, you know what I mean? But like I said, you do have the mirror in the Pumpkin Spice palette, and you do have the freaking amazing packaging. So if you are a huge fall person like myself, and pumpkin, you're like pumpkin everything, then you might not can resist this just for the packaging. But if you're not that crazy about the packaging, because some people say the Too Faced packaging is a little kiddish, is not very like mature, and maybe you don't like that style, maybe you don't, but you want similar looks, I would highly recommend the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. Like I said, it's very simple packaging, plastic, clear, it's not like cutesy or anything like that, very simple, no mirror, and 14 bucks. So I don't know, guys, honestly I would have to say this palette is still my favorite, even after using this one. So again, I have the e.l.f. Retro on this side of my eye. On my left eye is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette, and you guys, I'm still in love with this palette. Like, even though I felt like, you know, I did come up with the same look with the Pumpkin Spice, I did get some fallout with some of the shimmers in this palette, which is on my right eye. So the one that gave me the most fallout, it is called Fall Vibes. Oh my goodness, it has a lot of fallout. Okay, that's Fall Vibes that I'm wearing on my lid. And on the e.l.f. palette, I am using this one, which is probably my favorite shimmer in the e.l.f. palette. It's called Rise and Shine. So they're a little bit off, you can see, as far as color, but you can manipulate both of them to kind of be the same color if you play around, you know what I mean? So again, this one has no fallout, and this one had a ton of fallout up under my eye. This one, Pumpkin Spice palette, and this one from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. And I do have both on my lids, like I said. Air just kicked off, so you can probably hear me better now. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and do, oh, and then for reference, you guys, if you want to know what lip I'm wearing, I am wearing the limited edition Too Faced Melted Matte in Pumpkin Spice. I love the packaging of this. So let's go ahead and do swatches. I'm going to swatch just like I have the e.l.f. Retro Paradise on this eye, I'm going to do the swatches of the e.l.f. Retro Paradise on this arm. And then I'm going to do the swatches of the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice Palette on this side. Okay guys, so I just got through doing the swatches. I dare you to tell me which is which. Can you see how similar they are? Like seriously. This is what blows me away. So I ended up making 11 shades match. So there's 11 shades on this side, which is the drugstore, the e.l.f. side, the e.l.f. Retro Paradise. Again, this is the colors that I'm using on the left side of my eye, and these are the swatches from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise, $14. Look at all the shades that I got. Some of them I did mix to like with other shades in the palette. Like sometimes, for instance, like I told you earlier, if you wanted the same color from the Pumpkin Spice palette, which is called Want a Piece of Me, if you want that purple shimmer, all you have to do is take the color Tropicana and the color Sea Salt, which I did here. So this is Sea Salt and Tropicana, and this is the Pumpkin Spice palette in the color, I keep forgetting the names of these things, Want a Piece of Me. So you can basically manipulate the e.l.f. palette to be a lot of the same shimmers or tones in the Pumpkin Spice. So this right here is the Pumpkin Spice. Let's look at these. As you can see. And I did get a lot more fallout, not with the mattes, but with the shimmers. I felt like, especially the one I feel like that gives me the most fallout issues is the color called Fall Vibes, which is this, like, the gold shimmer in here. Oh my gosh, it is a lot of fallout. And so it is a little bit more on the olive, like more of a green gold, I guess you would call it, which is right here. It is a little bit more of a green gold compared to this one from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette, which is very much like 24 karat gold, if you see. So one is more of an olive gold, like has a green undertone in the gold, and this one is a more warm undertone in the gold. So, but what you can do is, if you do want more of that 24 karat, all you have to do is like mix a little bit warmth with this one right here, and you're going to get the same exact color. Okay, so the color right here at the top, this is the Pumpkin Spice palette. This one is called Crisp. So it is a shimmer pink. So in order for me to get a shimmer pink in the e.l.f. palette, what I did was I mixed the color Spice and Sea Salt. So basically this color right here, Sea Salt, in the e.l.f. palette can be mixed with any of the mattes to make a shimmer. So that's what I did. If there wasn't a certain color or certain shimmer in this palette that looked like the Pumpkin Spice, I just kind of manipulated it and, you know, worked them together to make that color. But I mean, I swear, they're like, you cannot tell me those are not like dead on. Like seriously. I like shocked myself. I knew when I bought them and I put them side by side, I was like, wait a minute. This looks like the exact same palette. So I got 11 colors out of both palettes. 11 out of the e.l.f. Retro, 11 out of the Pumpkin Spice. Obviously there's more colors, but I felt like 11 really looked identical, like really similar. The other ones I felt like, okay, so for instance, the Pumpkin Spice, I feel like has a little bit more deeper purples and stuff like that in the palette. If you can see, like towards the end, there is more deeper tones than this one has more like olives and blues that are really deep in this one, and I feel like this one has more like plums and purples. So just to let you guys know, I couldn't really duplicate those. I guess I could try, but I didn't even try. So maybe I might can mix Disco with Tropicana. Let's see what we could come up with. If we could get a darker purple shade. So I'm mixing Disco with Tropicana, which is right there. So Disco is a shimmer. Disco and Tropicana. So there is a deeper purple shimmer in here. So I was like, let me see if I can emulate that. So this is the color, what does it say? PSO and Chill. And it's just more of a deeper, like that one's really beautiful actually. It's a little bit more of a deeper purple, but like I said, you can play around with the palettes to come up with similar shades, I felt like. And basically, like I said, I mixed Disco, which is kind of a blue shimmer, with the Tropicana, which is purple, and I got, you know, a little bit more of a purpley shimmer color. So you can manipulate these colors to be very similar to these. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. Also, if you liked this video and you want to see me kind of do the looks like I did today, do the left side of my eye using the e.l.f. Retro Paradise to show you how I got this look, and then do the other side like I did using the pumpkin spice palette on my right. And we also can do, like I said, we could do this side of my lip with the Amazonian color, and we could do this side of my lip with the Too Faced pumpkin spice color, and we could do like half side drugstore, half side high end. If you guys want to see that video, let me know in the comments. I can't get over that I got, what I get, 12 or 13 now? I got 13 colors now that are so freaking similar. It's blowing my freaking mind, you guys. It's blowing my mind. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful, if it made you make a decision, do I want to pay $14 and just get the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette, or do I just want to get this because the packaging is so damn adorable? You make your own money choices. I just wanted to help you guys make that decision. Hopefully it helped you guys. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you liked it, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel a lot. Leave me a comment and let me know, what do you think? Do you think I got a very similar look? Are you interested in the e.l.f. Retro Paradise? Or are you more interested in the packaging of the pumpkin spice palette? Let me know in the comments what you think, and I hope everybody has a great day. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and be part of our Lashes Tony XO family. We would love to have you here. I film I post 4 times a week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I do weekly giveaways here on my channel as well. Every Saturday we do weekly giveaways. So yeah, we would be happy to have you be part of our Lashes Tony XO family. And all you have to do is also hit that notification bell, and you'll get notified for future upcoming videos. And if there's any videos that you would like to request, please leave them in the comments. I always read comments, I always reply to you guys, and I love talking to y'all. So hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.